visionary perspective on the metaverse is sure to enlighten us all. Welcome, Vignesh.
Thank you, Nisha.
We are also honored to have Dr. Shubhi Agarwal, Head Research and Development Cell, IQAC and Systems Department of AIMS Mumbai, who brings a wealth of knowledge and experience in the evolving technological landscape. Welcome, Shubhi ma'am.
Thank you, Nisha.
To our dear audience, your participation is pivotal in shaping today's dialogue. Share your thoughts, questions, and reaction in the comments. Your engagement adds immense value to our conversation. I'm genuinely excited about today's conversation, exploring the concept, opportunities, and implications of the metaverse with our esteemed panel. Without a further ado, let's dive right in and explore this enthralling topic that's shaping the future of technology and human interaction, the metaverse. So, Vignesh, your experience in Tardiverse offers unique insights. How do you define the metaverse and what potential do you see for its evolution in reshaping our digital experiences?
Great. Thank you, Nisha. Thank you for the quite good introduction, actually. And thanks for giving me this opportunity. See, metaverse, in my terms, we did this, if you see, we did the metaverse marriage first, and we got recognized toward the Asia. That's the time where metaverse was booming. So we thought like metaverse is going to be the next way where it get empowered only when metaverse and artificial intelligence with the cryptocurrencies together. So that means human being can live in a virtual reality digitally, which can able to solve their problems in digital space. For example, if right now you go to a bank and physically, you have to stand in a long queue, you have to get into a lot of next queues actually. Or if you have a single query, it takes a long process to solve in the physical world actually. If you get into the virtual reality, think about you get into a virtual reality, like put on VR headset or something like that, rather than getting into a website. And there is a bot which can access you completely and can solve your query instantly. And you can see the complete wallet and whatever the query you have. If there is a person to communicate in an old language, for example, India is we have a lot of languages in India, right? So, but at the customer point, if you think about, there is few languages that the human being can speak actually. So it is very difficult to make complete salaried peoples over the areas. So rather than that, a single bot can handle multiple languages and can also address the queries and can filter the first process. If still there is need a human touch, then the bot can give it to the human, person who is been in their virtual. So this way of communication, that you do not want to travel from one place to another place, first thing. Second thing is your problem will get resolved instantly. So this makes me to see the future potential is going to go towards somewhere very fast forward.
Okay. Expanding on that, could you share how Tardiverse is contributing to the metaverse evolution, especially in the realm of user experience and interaction?
Yes. See, 2023, if we are talking about, we were completely dedicated into creating a virtual space. We were creating like Sandbox or Roblox, or if you see Decentraland, there is virtual space where people can, you can be any avatar that you can get into a virtual space and you can communicate with a lot of people. So in Dubai, we have did we got a lot of real estate people into our system, so that you do not want to travel country to country to see just a flat actually to buy. At the same time, we need an authenticity. So what we did is we bought a cameras to each and every apartments and take real time videos together and map into a virtual reality space, so that a user can put on VR headset from Europe and can able to view the Dubai property. If still he is interested, then he can travel to Dubai. So this is what we created. But down the line, we thought until or unless there is going to be, as I told you, there is not going to be any AI touch into that, it is not going to happen. So Tardiverse, we are trying to penetrate into an education market. So what we are trying to do is here, if a fifth standard, as you know, the Indian education system, if a fifth standard wants to get into chemistry lab, it is not that easy to go. There's to be a lot of peoples to be have to be there, like teachers has to be there, because chemical is the it's a thing which they cannot handle just like that. So we are bringing the chemistry lab, maths lab, physics lab, every labs into the virtual space, and there will be an assistant, and you can do stimulation. For example, a student can go and add hydrogen and oxygen. What will be the output actually? So that he cannot, if he cannot to do in the real world, he needs a lot of things to do, right? Like he has to buy and he has to handle everything, and completely will be dangerous if he is going to touch few gases actually, right? So in the virtual space, what we are trying to do is we are trying to put all the labs, and through the AI invention into it, through our Gen AI in top of that, what it actually do is it first understand the student's behavior, give a personalized content, and second is like give a proper way of handling of visual objects, like he can explore to the outer world completely. This is what Tardiverse is doing right now on the metaverse.
That's great. Considering Tardiverse innovative approach, how do you envision the integration of the metaverse into everyday life? Like you explained the education concept, but from like the industries like entertainment to commerce, how do you see integration of metaverse?
See, I would see like so far in if you talk about the entertainment, like I would say like we are entering into a new space altogether. The new space is consider like if you people love watching cricket games or football games or even the movies. Consider a cricket game can be watched with a virtual reality headset where the player will be playing in the ground rather than seeing through a TV if you are going to stand near the player. That's the experience that the metaverse or the virtual reality that can create actually. If a Shah Rukh Khan movie is going on, you get into the movie actually and see the Shah Rukh Khan nearby, like how you feel, how
Okay.
the dialogue, like you can be one of the role player near the characters actually. So that is the space actually, the new era of metaverse into the entertainment actually. That's where we are seeing. So you can, rather than you be the viewer, you can be the role player into the movie, you can be a player into the game. But that's not going to involve anything on the real time actually. But still, even a live game can be watched inside the ground, near the bowler or near the wicket keeper or wherever you want to stand and watch. So that gives a different experience for the entertainment, Nisha.
That sounds really interesting. So, viewers, as Vignesh sheds light on these fascinating possibilities, share your thoughts on how the metaverse might impact your professional or personal lives in the near future. Continuing, Dr. Shubhi ma'am, from your perspective, how do you see educational institutions adapting to the potential change brought about by the metaverse, aligning to Vignesh's insights?
Yes, Nisha. So mainly, Metaverse is a 3D environment where we are into our avatars and we are visiting the places and we are talking to people. So yesterday I was going through one news that there was a wedding in Metaverse where there was an avatar of the father of the bride. So because she faced her demise, and I mean, she lost her father, and she wanted to have her father in the wedding. So father's avatar was created. So such kind of things are happening, and I've also seen that in metaverse also there are a lot of crimes which have started happening. Like there was cyber trolling, and now there are a lot of crimes in metaverse that is also happening, and that psychological impact on the person who is visiting there, and then that impact is there, which is a permanent impression. Like if there is cyberbullying, then also uh, we are actually jolted and we are not able to come back and we deactivate our account and all that. So now I'm coming back to your question that how it can help you in education. Definitely, every technology when it comes, it has some positive aspects and some negative aspects. But what happens is that when after the advent of internet and social media, what we have seen is the use of that technology has to be more and misuse has to be less. So when it comes to education, what I'm expecting from metaverse is that like I can have a visit to, let's say, Harvard University, or I can go and visit London School of Economics, or maybe I can I can go and see how Oxford University looks, and I get a chance and I visit their library and I meet their librarian. I try to understand what kind of books they have. That can be one angle, one vertical, where suppose there can be a virtual tour, like we are having industrial tours where we are taking students and they are going for the industrial visit, let's say to Singapore or Malaysia. But when it comes to metaverse, we are going with our avatars, or maybe an account is created. That's what I'm thinking, future down 10 years down the line. So the students are going and a package is given to the students, they can visit their library, though it is happening, it's happening, it is there. And we go there and we see their classrooms, their sessions, or like there was one concert of Ariana which was organized in metaverse, and people visited. Even Dalil Mehndi has organized one concert. So people are working that way. So from education point of view, definitely we can have industrial academic collaboration, we can have collaboration with universities, tie-ups, and we can have virtual tours. But definitely there will be cost associated, as we all know that there will be so much of uploading and downloading of data which will take place, because metaverse is what it is, a 3D environment. It is mainly it's a virtual environment where if you see the history of metaverse, it's very interesting. There was a book which was written by Stephenson, and which said that the world has nobody's there, it's all ended, and people have it. Long back he wrote that book, and he said that now people are busy with their mobiles, they are playing in their rooms, they have their virtual world, and they are enjoying people, connecting people virtually, because outside the world is over, nothing is there. So they have created their own little universe in their mobile. So this book was written long back, and now it is actually happening in reality, as we all are so much addicted to phone. So likewise, when it comes to metaverse, we are heading towards another universe. We are heading towards another world, which it can be owned by a company. The person who is creating that metaverse, for example, if Facebook is doing, so the owner will be Facebook of of that universe, and we will be visiting places, we will be visiting universities, colleges. That way it can be helpful. It definitely a cost will be involved, and it will be a huge cost this time. I
Definitely.
think uh,
These were the great insights. I think Vignesh should bring something from this in upcoming years. As
I
Yes,
we,
wanted to ask one question from Vignesh,
yes,
that as of now I've seen that in the metaverse, definitely if it is for 3D modeling, like I want to see how my furniture would look inside a room, or maybe if I want to buy a property in Dubai, so I can in the metaverse, using the metaverse technology, I can visit the entire flats, the entire building, campus, and I can purchase a property. And that can also be done very easily with the help of cryptocurrency. So things setup is there, things are there. Uh, but one challenge which comes with education is that we have to first of all understand that whatever innovation is there, will it be actually fruitful, or it will be value the money that we are investing on students, or will it be just a new innovative way. So that's my little concern. But definitely, when some certain new things come, they come with a lot of challenges, and people are not ready to accept. But yes, people like us who know that technically earlier mail was, if we talk 30 years down the line, even email was not considered a good thing. We used to write and give letter. It was like that. But now it is like everything is through email, and not even email. It is on cloud. You just share the drive. Even we have bypassed email nowadays. So
yes.
likewise, this is a big concept. Metaverse is a huge concept. I think Vignesh can, the owner of Tardiverse, can
go
explain
detail.
better.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I can see the in your talk, like you said, right? There is a bride, and his father is being dismissed. So we are the one who did it actually. So mainly we came into that value because we thought more than the technology, the metaverse is more valued in my point of view. It is more valued on the emotions. why I did the first metaverse marriage on based on the premises is like, like we Indians mostly emotional, man. Like we say outside that we are not emotional, we are strong and everything, but I feel like we are emotional. Like that is our core strength actually. So if we can bring back for example, like if we can bring back the lost ones, I feel like that will be a great help for so that the person will not be vulnerable to others. So like the AI can be the person who lost, who can actually talk like a father and like react like not exactly, but at least a 70% accuracy that we can map. I do not want to spend or share my secrets to others actually, right? I need someone to keep my secrets, but fortunate or not fortunate, we cannot have a blind trust on human beings, right? So that's the reason I thought to do a like metaverse marriage on top of that. Coming into education system, like last 8 months I was doing an R&D on Indian education specifically for AI actually. So here, if we ask, are we Indians are ready for this kind of technology? Not yet, because I am addressing right now the grassroots people. If you see the grassroots people of India, like it is, they are not even ready to fill up a form. Okay, and we are talking about a metaverse to metaverse and AI on top of that to give it to them. So the thing is, the education is not only for the top hierarchy people, like, right? We have to address when we are in a when we are in. So my it's a mission for me, like next 3-4 years I'm going to work completely to the grassroots people to uplift their thought process into a technology through an AI. If that is going to be get solved, then upper, like it is automatic, like it is can go. So if we can able to see, my way of approach is, I do not want to give a technology who is already having an iPhone. I want to give a technology who is in a need, who is using a lamplight and studying, or like putting all the efforts after doing all the day work, and a student is coming back to the home and taking a candle and putting and sitting and reading the first chapter. If my technology or an AI is going to be cost effective to that guy even, then that is what my company, like that is what my ambition is, to bring that thing. So my way of addressing the idea of metaverse and AI is, so that's why we paused metaverse for a while, and we are now into an AI actually, to gather it, and like we try to bring the book virtually, but end of the day the physical touch of the book is needed for a student, so we cannot replace it. But still, how we can, what we are doing is, how we can actually get this entire content or entire, like way of approach into an grassroots of a student, or grassroots teachers, grassroots principal, who is having a lot of efficiency. Still they are like completely dedicated towards it and bonded by the pricing part. I mean the like commercials. So a product that we are building right now is to address them. So I feel like first 2-3 initial months it was very difficult to understand their mindsets and to bring up a value into the table. But right now it is smooth and clear. Like we identified the niche vertical to address. So our company is now working on that niche market, where we can actually bring up the grassroots people to the uplift actually to the next level. So when they are using, for example, even our form has mobile number and email ID to go, but people doesn't have even email ID. A teacher doesn't have even email ID to go. So this is where we are addressing. We ask like, do you have Aadhaar card? Yes, but the date of birth is no. Like they don't know the date of birth actually. Some people still in India, they are going to school, but they don't have Aadhaar card. We are trying, because if we keep a verification platform with these forms, how they will get inside the system actually. So we are addressing the complete grassroots people for the education right now. Yeah.
That's indeed a great mission, I would say, Vignesh. Asking or continuing ma'am's question, I would love to know what are the challenges you are facing to achieve the mission of your company, and what are the opportunities which are there in the metaverse, or to achieve the mission of your company.
Yes.
I just want to modify the question. Like my question is also the same. I just wanted to know that as of now, your companies, what are the main products of your company? What are you providing, which are there readily available? Suppose I want to take something from your company, so what I can purchase, and what is the
For an education
Rate
system,
chart and how much is the cost?
yes, for an education system, what we are right now, we are working on we call it as a Philibot actually. Tardiverse is a brand, and inside that, Philibot is a bot that we are working on a Gen AI platform actually. So what you can do is, if you are like somewhere around school, like pre KG to the 12th standard, you can actually get into our system, and if your child can get MCQs, he can choose any topics and he can learn. That's the first thing. For example, for a CBSE student, you want to prepare for an exam. You can get into our system. You can choose which chapter and which subject. That's it. The automatic MCQs will come. Then you can solve it on time, and you can get the answers. And for the wrong answers, you can get complete, like, based on the answers that the student is giving, the difficulty will get increased. And here we are providing a digital board and also physical board. We are working on a physical board also, where it have a projector into it. So a tuition teacher can use the physical board to project the complete content into the screen and can take classes to their students. So these are the different products that we are working right now. For the college students, what we are trying to do is, we are trying to give an, like, assessment. For example, they want to get into placement of Google or so and so company. They can click on it, and they will get the mock interviews through with the AI actually. And coming to the commercials, we are giving it for, like, as of now, if you see the commercial, it is 20 rupees per month with the AI and everything. This is what the commercial that we are providing.
So how it starts? You give us username and password, and we log in, and then how it proceeds.
Yeah, you just give your name, first name, last name, and date of birth. And if you have a mobile number, it's still fine. If you don't have, that's okay. An email ID also. Then that's it. We give you a ID and password. After that, you enter into our space. If your ID and password is what unique, and you enter into our space, and there will be a lot of applications. You can click on the applications and you can start chatting with them. It is completely chat-based applications that we are working.
So how many spaces you have connected? As in, I'm just little inquisitive that you are contacting people and taking their data and then creating their space, and
Yes.
then people can collab with them. Like suppose you are creating space with IIT or IIM, are they readily providing their campus data to you so that suppose today we want to visit, let's say I am Ahmedabad with my students for let's say one session. So, what exactly you will do? You will take their data, upload it, and then we will get a chance to listen to their lectures.
Yes,
How-
yes, yes, of course. Like, there will be an video content, and also there will be, like, AI generated video content also. For example, you like a professor, and that professor wants to teach you maths, even though he is a chemistry. The AI will take the content and it will make the professor to teach some maths actually. So, yes, they are, like, if you talk about the space, like, when we approach people like top colleges, they are ready to give us an open gate, because they see the technology, they are very much involved, and they want to get into the space right now itself. The school is very ready right now. Like, we launched this product last month. Right now, still now, we didn't even started any digital marketing. Throughout the known context itself, we have registered almost 10,000 students into us. This all 10,000 is the grassroots people I'm talking about. So that's a huge number for a startup to come up with actually.
Definitely, it will be a very good move if education is benefited, because if we are looking for education, because education is something where it is, if we can't reach them, we can reach through metaverse, through
Yeah.
such kind of 3D logins, and we can attend their sessions, seminars. Like as of now, the way we all are sitting today and talking here in the Google Meet, but there will be a out and out different experience in the 3D environment. I'm taking a chair, sitting with you, having a coffee. Like yesterday, I was reading there was a shoe was purchased and digitally, and then you can use it only digitally with the currency you can wear in the metaverse. So
I'm not
that's
supporter of NFT actually, yeah, tech, because in metaverse there is a lot of verticals, but NFT I'm not supporting it, because this shoe purchase, monkey image purchase, and all, like, I'm completely against to it. Like, still fine. Like, when new technology comes, a lot of openings will happen actually. So it is one of the openings.
Okay, so you didn't yet answer my question. What are the challenges you're facing and what are the opportunities?
See, challenges is mainly when we come into metaverse, the internet. Actually, we are not yet. Even we talk about the 5G technology in India, like we are not yet getting proper network throughout. If you go to the that is because when we load it up, a metaverse, and I want to get into a grassroots or I want to get into deep of Gujarat or any state actually, it is not loading, internet is not coming actually. I couldn't able to give them a proper, like, interactive, because when it comes to metaverse, it's completely interactive. It works in the real time space that you can talk with another guy who is located in Dubai or any other country, right? So I cannot load it offline, so it should be immersive at the same time. So the internet is the main challenge I face even I go to different network. But still, like, we are still at developing stage, like, so getting metaverse into that space is really tough. And the openings I see, if you talk about the business opportunity, yes, it is a huge opportunity there. Like, for example, when computer come to India, there is a lot of documents to be uploaded into the system. That is the first thing they did. So they given like manpower is being utilized like something. Now the digital is getting into the 3D. So now a lot of AI is doing it. So a lot of opportunities to design an AI to prompt properly. That is the opportunity I'm seeing. So prompt engineers will be the next bigger space where they actually have to train the model. I mean, talk with an AI to prompt them properly and to get the answers.
So, where do you see yourself or Tardiverse in the upcoming years? Like, as I remember, a few months ago, we were discussing, and you were like that you want to replace Google, you want it. So, how it would happen or it will take place? Because, as you said, the internet connection is a problem. So,
See, see. I think like we have missed out that. Like, I do not want to replace actually Google. Just I wanted to become, if I wanted to become like a next Steve Jobs in India, an Apple brand. I want an education system to be given into the hand of people in that way, a quality product, whether it is metaverse or whether it is AI, whether it is a basic internet form is going to be involved. But every grassroots student to the upper student should get the same quality of education into their hand. That is what now I'm trying, because when I created the metaverse, I was much into creating the whole space into a virtual reality. But it doesn't make any sense after a while, after the bubble burst. Like, I can put it in that way. Like, because even we are solving a basic problems over here, I just wanted to attract the niche market. So I thought to bring up the education into this place. Even though we have advanced a lot, but in technology in education system is still lack. We have not moved forwarded any way towards the technology. So I'm trying to bring up a complete package for education system.
okay. Anything else? If any visitors want to ask, they can just drop a message. And if Shubhi ma'am wants to ask anything.
Yeah, I wanted to discuss one thing that definitely when we are shifting on cloud and now again metaverse, it's a huge memory which is required.
Yeah.
Again, I come back on the same. There will be servers. There will be carbon, which will digital carbon, which will be associated with everything. So, uh, as of now, if we see so much of data is dumped on the cloud in the last 3 years because of free internet, the 3 4 years, and
Yes.
now this is metaverse. So here we are shifting on the 5D, 5G, and 3D. I mean, 5G, the speed, internet speed, and then the amount of data that will be flooding on the servers. So, how much carbon will we produce as a byproduct? Because the servers, as far as my research is, I mean, I'm still doing every day that I'm doing. Servers are not green. Servers are still working on fuel.
Yes,
On
ma'am. Like
so
when
that's
we
again a concern that with every digital transformation, there
correct.
will be a side effect. So people are not aware of it, because what happens again, I repeat the same thing, Vignesh, that when it comes to internet nowadays, what we do, we are not even typing. We just take a pic of the page and take a picture and forward that to to a person. Not even just going to the next room and handing over the paper that these are the four picture and forward that to to a person. Not even just going to the next room and handing over the paper that these are the four names. So that is how we have started using a mobile.
Correct.
But they are unaware that that one photograph is uploaded somewhere. If it is on WhatsApp, it is going on cloud, it is taking memories again stored on a server is consuming carbon, and little that very little carbon is adding. So that awareness is not there, and we are bringing all of them in metaverse. And then will people be disciplined to use it wisely, keeping in mind that how much digital carbon footprint I am releasing? So I want to know, like, what are the plans, how this industry is will tackle that problem, because maybe that problem is not today, but maybe 10 years down the line, if there is metaverse everywhere and everything is through metaverse, definitely there will be carbon footprints in parallel. So for that, what are we doing? What are your suggestions that how should we go ahead with this?
Got it. Well, like if we talk about the SDG, like or the carbon footprints, there is a hike for the last 2 years because of the technology improvement in the cryptocurrencies. People started, generating coins, bitcoins, or Ethereum, and all these things. Because of these computations power, the footprints, like it we started get that is the time when we are aware, like there is a lot of emission that is been happening in the technological world. Until that it is there, but we are not that much aware. Why? Because if you run a blockchain system, like for a while, if for a cryptocurrency or for generating um, you know uh, a coin, it needs a lot of computation powers, and the emission is like we cannot even imagine, like how, with that the system that it emits this much. Before that we were talking about ACs. We should not use this much ACs, air conditioners in the home and factories and lot of things. I can say, like, if a company can generate 5 to 10 coins in a month or something like that, they are equal to a coal company which emits the smoke into the air. Like that is the equivalent which is happening. Coming into the storage, no, ma'am, like it depends on the computation, because before we were using, like disk, like if you see the hard disk, we were using a disk based storage. Now it comes with an SSD, so slate based. The computation powers, yes, still companies like Meta, Google, and they are trying to put it very low as possible. They are keeping it. Even Apple, if you see last two products, they are keeping concern the green revolution, like the green technology actually. But yes, on the technology side we are trying to improvise, but we are handcuffed that we cannot do anything on top of that. Like some we are finding ideas to improvise and to lower the emission as of now.
Okay, my next question is that suppose, okay, keep the energy concept apart, because that is still not, people are not aware, and
Yeah.
we have flooded on internet now, so it is like bombardment, and that that I don't know how it will happen, but as far as your Tardiverse is there, suppose I want to purchase a product from your company. So, which currency do I have to use? Is it your own currency, or how will I do the payments if I am purchasing?
See, before we were developing a Tardi coin, actually, we were coming up with a different coin. Then, as I went and asked, like when I traveled in Ola, Uber, and I went and asked the driver, like there is something called as I'm developing, because those are the people I like to engage a lot when I go to office or something. So I asked him. They are like, what is Tardi coins? Like all these things we don't understand and lot of things. So I passed out there. I paused for some times, like we do not want to come up with one coin. But fortunately, this UPI and the digital currencies which India is working on, actually, like there is now the digital currency, that in digital rupee that it came. So we are trying to integrate that currency, like Indian same rupees, into our system, not a different coin, or to do not want to mix up the people in a different mind. Like, you want to purchase this coin and that coin will convert it into this much. So we are coming up with Indian rupees only, and you can
So we
purchase.
are mainly taking your coin. I mean, we have to purchase through your coin only. That's
No,
my
Indian
answer.
rupees. Indian rupees.
Indian rupees.
Yes, we
Okay.
are not having a different coin for us.
So, are you mainly targeting India or you're targeting worldwide educational system?
Right now, India actually. Right now, if you talk about the next 3 years, 4 years, India. So
Okay.
after
And
that,
which sector, as in the education also, is it school or college,
school,
university?
mainly the school I'm focusing on actually. Mainly the schools. Then we'll be coming to the college. Mainly
So
from
mainly it is a visit to a school that which is organized through your Tardiverse. So people can visit schools, or how?
yeah.
What is main product in school?
See, main product in school is you can actually if you talk about the virtual space, you can actually get your complete school into virtual. Or else, if we are talking about the digital space, you can train your student through our AI. This AI is specifically built for education, like unto for the board based, whether it is a CBSE, whether it's a metric or ICSE board based, we have designed. So it collects the raw data from the internet and it gets organized properly through our AI, Gen AI, and with the LLM that we are trying, like the LLM model that we have, it gives the content to a personalized way to the kid. So that is how. For example, if a kid likes a cone, ice cream cone, and he wants to learn about the triangle and Pythagoras theorem, we used to show them the cone digital way. AI will generate the cone and it will cut into pieces and it will show this other thing. If same content, if a kid likes cricket, okay, and he wants to learn about this, the angle and everything, it will show Dhoni how he bats, what is the angle that he, so same content, but the way the user, the students, what he likes, based on that it changes.
Okay, so my next question is that suppose you are showing one school to me,
Hmm.
right? So will that be live from there, or you will record something and it will be
No,
some
it will be designed actually.
old data, as in?
It will be designed and it cannot be live actually because of the privacy concerns. We design it and we
Okay,
keep it
okay.
virtually.
Like yesterday and 5 days back, I was reading one article. So there, that person was saying that we can have a family get together in
Yes.
Metaverse, and people will come with their avatars and sit together. So at that moment, it would be live that we all
Yes,
log
at the
in,
moment,
go
correct.
in, like we play games.
Correct.
Same way. So we are going in our avatars and we are joining the meeting and all. So I was
Correct.
thinking that that is how we can enter into a college with our avatar and we meet the principal. Principal is also having one avatar and that is how we meet.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
that thing is not there as of now.
As of now, it is not there.
But you have plans to have some that kind
Yeah,
of thing
we
also where.
we have plans because, like, if you talk about the principal, how we are planning is we are addressing the principal into a complete AI. So parents teachers meeting will be conducted live. So 100 principal of AI will be sitting with the same avatar of the principal with the parents, and it knows the complete detail of the user. And a principal can attend 100, can see his or her avatar is attending 100 parent PTM meetings, and if she feels this AI is not responding properly, then she can get into that AI. AI will go away, her avatar will come, and she can directly interact. So this is how we are right now. We are addressing the issue in the metaverse.
So mainly in metaverse, it is we are into the 3D environment, virtual environment where we are with our avatars. We are talking to them. So
Hmm.
it will be pre-recorded session, pre-recorded
No, 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 no. It will be a live sessions. When you talk into the people, it will be a live sessions.
with
The
people.
field
It will
is,
be live with
yes,
people.
the objects or the things you see is pre-recorded. I mean pre-designed. The
Pre-designed.
people interactions and people walking around will be live.
Interaction and walking around will be live. So it will take. There will be a huge appetite of internet bandwidth.
Yes,
Then there will be huge appetite of energy.
Correct.
Definitely, that
On
is
top
there.
of that, there will be a huge processing that has to be done. So far,
Processing has to be there.
we do not have that much efficient processes actually.
So if we rate this metaverse from on the scale of 1 to 10, uh, suppose 10 is like I'm going into a campus, I'm meeting the principal, the auditorium, I'm attending their event or concert, like the way Rihanna has done a concert and people attended live. That those kind of things, if we see, so on the scale of 1 to 10, where will you rate that current status of metaverse is what?
Ma'am,
5 or 6
if
or
you
4?
talk about the possibilities of the metaverse and like I should scale from 0 to 10, then it will be like 0.1 or 2. Whatever we have seen is just a bit. It's not even merely we came to 1. It is just 0.1 or 2. If you see the complete potential, it is phenomenal. It is very different. For example, you literally will start living into the virtual space, even you die. That is the extreme actually.
So it
You
has just started, it is
will
at its
just start.
inception.
Just start. Yes,
So which
exactly.
means it will take another 10 years to come to a mature state where people will be like going through metaverse, going to places or maybe Niagara Falls, and
I
suppose
would say
tomorrow
that
I want to visit tulip gardens, I want to go to Switzerland, I want to see tulips. So I can my avatar can go there and watch.
yeah, you can actually,
I mean,
but
that's what I'm thinking because this is what we read about metaverse and we get so excited. So
uh,
that's
it will.
tourism is because one target which where tourism is targeting metaverse a lot and they want to really earn money through metaverse.
That's about the adulthood.
There
Kids
are
like us would be like attending the lectures through Metaverse then.
no, there are few interesting points where China is working on the tongue. There is a tongue actually in metaverse. If you take an apple and eat, you will feel the taste in your tongue. These are weird technology they are working on. Like in metaverse, you take anything and you can smell. You can actually smell. They are working on a mask. So you buy a headset with a mask and everything. So the thing is, right now we are in 0.1 or 2 stage. It will not take 10 years actually because the AI is going very fast. If the AI grows in this way, like we can be in next 4 or 5 years maximum, we can reach the scale up to 6. That fast we can go actually.
And what according to you is the sector which should, I mean, which is the best use case of metaverse? Like I feel that designing is definitely one where you can very easily show how to keep your let's say dining table or sofa set or cupboard or how the room will look. So that's the ideal example if it is interior designing or architecture. So there it is totally accepted. It is a very good concept. But as far as tourism and education is concerned, what do you think it will it be fruitful for education? Like, as in, if I'm having a virtual tour, let's say in uh, any university of let's say USA,
No, ma'am. I don't think so.
what's the value?
That is the right problem to address with the metaverse. Actually, like I would suggest because I would suggest that you can do it in the website itself in a 360-degree and so on. So, what I am seeing is the right vertical that address in the metaverse too in an education system is the storytelling. I can see the Tipu Sultan War by sitting, by just reading the book. If I put the headset, without a lot of engineers to work on the designs and everything, just if I close my eyes and think about Tipu Sultan War, what I have read in my history book, what and all will come into my mind, that will be into the virtual reality space through the AI. There will not be a lot of people who sit and design. So if I can enter into the war and I can see completely, so that's what I'm thinking. Like if a teacher comes and says something like this is how the English or any subject you take, and they are going to give a story. That story will be in the metaverse, will be generated within seconds, and that immersive experience that students can feel it. I think that is the real vertical that the metaverse can address in education system.
Okay, so we have one question from Samiksha Singh
Yeah.
that, well, I'm excited about the first Indian metaverse marriage. Can you please enlighten us about it? Anything you want to share?
Enlighten in the sense like in which space she is asking about like.
Samiksha, you can just unmute and ask. That's okay.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm here. So basically, it made a lot into the news. It was a very innovative thing, and people were very excited to know. I just anything you have to say around it. And if I am not wrong, Tardiverse was a part to develop the theme of Hogwarts there, I guess.
Yes, yes, yes.
So
We are
yes,
the one who
anything
did for
around it.
the like Harry Potter thing. Yeah, see, like which made me to like if I want to in that way I can say like enlightening is I when I bought the father's avatar into a virtual space, I thought the human race is going to be immortal down the line. Like if I can, if there cannot be an like Vignesh which who will die in another 60 years or 20 years or so and so. If an AI can understand the complete ideology, we can bring back. I mean, the human race is going to live for a long life. Like if I want to talk with my grandmother, if AI going to completely take, I can just put an headset and I can talk with her because I love her like something like she gives me funds and everything like whenever it is needed, and the way she talks, that then AI can emotionally talk. So I think like that is the first purpose. Second purpose is the ideology. If we can bring back the Einstein right now, what are the possibilities of invention that the Einstein AI will do? So I feel like every human brains will be. We will talk about the brains. Every human brains will be replicated into an AI, and that will become immortal. That is the thing I'm just thinking about when I was creating this first metaverse marriage actually. That is what I was when I started creating the avatar. That are the things when it comes to the newspapers, people called me to create their father avatar and mother someone, and some people have missed their kid actually. They want the kid to be visually, they want to just see the kid and to feel it, and they're ready to pay any lump sum amount. I'm like, no, it will literally make you cry. It will literally make you cry when you put on a headset and you feel. It is not the feel. It is like again, it will be different. So that is a thing I see so much actually. Like those are the things I see. The best part of the metaverse marriage that we did when we took the avatar from even after his demises, we understood his voice and everything, and we trained into an AI, and we trained his actions, and the bride see him into the virtual space. The entire family was into tears. So that's the thing I would say.
I want to ask
That's really
from the
amazing.
same like, yeah, please, Samiksha, carry on.
No, it's just
Okay,
that.
so I want.
So, do you think there will be a lot of this happening again? Like a lot of metaverse marriages will be coming up. More people would be excited to have it.
No, sorry, Samiksha. I didn't I didn't hear you properly. Actually, I didn't get you. Sorry. Samiksha. Samiksha.
Anisha, can you repeat your question?
Yeah, probably my net is weak. So what I was saying is, it was really amazing to know that you have worked on such a great project. And do you think there are more such marriages will be happening? Like, will it be a trend of near future?
See, I would say like when we, frankly speaking, when we created the first metaverse marriage, we didn't thought like we are going to be that time trendsetter. After I'm doing it, like everyone started doing it actually. Like I was running my company from 2016. I was doing multiple things. Like every time when I thought this is going to be the next big thing in the time space or in India, it never happened. So was like this is also I didn't even imagine this is going to hit in this way actually. But marriage is something there. It works for India because I have seen people who did in the same virtual space marriage in Dubai and France and so on. So even Europeans tried to attempt it, but it didn't go very high. Here we spend amount and we spend time for marriage like something. So it got a hit over here. I don't know what is the next big thing might happen, but I don't think like everyone will start getting married in the virtual space. That was a time of bubble, I would say. It's somewhere it happened. I seriously doesn't know like how we came into all these things, but it happened actually. But I don't think like people will be doing this repeatedly.
That's
Yes,
what
Vignesh.
question.
Yes, Nisha, please carry on.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's what I want to ask. Where did this idea come up from? Like marriage and AI together is very two different things. So how it's like yeah, to do this or something like that?
See, like the idea behind this, like, frankly speaking, we didn't plan a lot of things. Like, if you see, I was working on a LinkedIn. I updated. I'm working on a metaverse, and I'm putting an A on top of this and so on. So LinkedIn is my space where I update everything, probably like whenever I need. It's like I'm using it like a blog. I'm not using it as a social media. So there, Dinesh is a person who saw it and he came up like, can we do a marriage? That's the first thing. When I saw that, like I was like, why can't we? That is the question I got. So then I texted him back, like, yes, we can do. That's it. Then when the entire thing happened. So the idea is like, when I went and asked, he told like I'm getting married in a real time also. I want to get in marriage in virtual space. At the same time, I want to gift like his father-in-law to her actually to bring back. Then he asked whether it is possible. That their possibility is completely like that is what our urge is. We come up with a complete different innovations, but the main difficulty we faced is time bound. In 15 days, we have to deliver it. And when I went to Google and checked what is metaverse and metaverse marriage, how to do, nothing was available in that time. I was like, did we give wrong commitment to him that we can able to do? So then, like because I never learned any kind of technology. I'm been into technology from my sixth standard. I was into coding. I never did any course yet. I learned all these things through the YouTube only. Even the metaverse marriage, I developed by myself. I did it by seeing YouTube only. So the thing is, like, wanted a reference actually, which is previously there is nothing is there. So it was very tough for me to understand the basic. It took really time to understand the basics actually. Then the like
I think Vignesh has lost the connection.
Yeah, I'll just ask.
We can request him to log out and again log in.
hello.
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, sorry, connection got cut.
Yeah.
Just a second. There is an internet fluctuation. That's all. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Sorry, for a while I cannot turn on my camera because there is low internet.
We will listen to you carefully. No problem.
Yeah. So yes, Nisha.
That is it from my side. Anyone else or Shubhi ma'am wants to ask anything?
Yes, Vignesh, I want to ask that in this metaverse marriage, what you planned exactly? I'm very curious to know that in this, the marriage happened at their residence or a location, or how you captured, or it happened earlier and then you converted everything into 3D and then gave them the package to watch. I mean, how it all happened.
See,
That's
it all happened like in a real space, real time. In the morning they did the real marriage, and in afternoon they did this metaverse marriage. The main concept over here is to bring back his father into the life. I mean, into the metaverse. That is the main. Like, it is not like they want to get in the metaverse and they want to tie a knot. The main thing is they want to come there and their father has to do a blessings, and then like people should be there. What is interesting over there is we went up to the next level where whoever attended the marriage into the metaverse, we even delivered food to them actually. We took the address and we delivered food. through Swiggy and Zomato's. Actually, we partnered with them and we delivered food to them. Actually, that is one of the crazy things that we did.
But it would be too costly, right? Indian marriages are normally very like a lot of cost went in one marriage. So getting into metaverse would have cost them a lot, I guess. What was the costing?
Like if I wanted to tell about the costing, it is not. I didn't charge more than 25,000. I think it is very less than that. I don't remember the entire figures. Why? Because that is the first time I'm doing. So I do not want to like overprice or even to say, because that is a learning for me. So I do not want to praise anything on top of that. And after I'm doing it and I learned, then now the costing is very different. Like it is not in thousands actually, not 10,000.
So, Vignesh, my next question is like you are saying you delivered food to them in Metaverse. So, what was it? Was it a voucher or was it
No,
something?
real food, real food. We delivered biryani to everyone actually with sweets.
So, it was a real food, as in people were there in their avatars, right?
Yes, they were there in the avatars.
How could they eat that?
No,
That's
no, they were in the avatars and we asked their address. Whoever filled the form with the address, actually, we delivered the food to their home. They can choose veg or non-veg, and
okay.
they choose and we
Okay, so
deliver.
you delivered at home. That was in the physical form, right?
Yes, yes.
Like
Brought to the
yesterday, I was reading an article where a person has purchased shoe, and
Mhm.
that shoe is again it's you can wear that in metaverse only. When you are visiting metaverse, you can wear that.
We will end up in some time, like right, like this is not loading right now, so we will come back or something like that. In the metaverse, when we are going into a virtual reality space, it needs lot of more than 5G we need, to be frank. More than 5G we need to get that immersive experience. Otherwise, you will not feel that much you are engaged. You will feel bored within 10 seconds, I would say. Because how long you will use your joystick to move forward, like to walk, how long you will go. Like if I'm going to say you have to walk towards the first eighth floor of Harvard University or so and so, how long you will use the buttons to go. Because if it is going to lag a bit, your subconscious memory will say, you will get, how to say, like there will be a disturbance between your mind itself. You cannot use the headset more than that. That is where the Meta is working right now. Companies like Meta, company like Apple, working on the headsets. Because when the movement is there, when the high movement of the left side and the right side, whatever the movement is going to be there in the virtual space, it is feeling very difficult, very difficult to understand, or to understand the brain that we are living in the virtual reality. And it is making some head pains and lot of things are coming up with, because that is new to our human mind completely. So the headset has to be improvised, because we cannot put the metaverse into the laptop or the system right now we are using it. But we are trying to do it, but still it is not that much compatible. So the headset, VR headset, is needed to do that. If you ask me about, again, the scale of 0 to 10, we are still in the one of the headset that we built. Even the Apple came up with the latest technology. That is the one. We cannot put that and give the complete, the Neil deGrasse effect that we are talking about. Like, that is the thing. So here, more than the software, the hardware has to be, developed to its best. Because whenever you see the software will be the thing which has to be developed. But in the metaverse, the hardware equipment, the hardware that we are using is not yet that big. It has to be developed to a vast. Then what are the possibilities that we are talking about will be very easy for even the developers to build it up.
Yes, Nisha and Pinanshu, if you have any questions, you can ask.
Yes. Hello, Mr. Pinanshu. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Am I audible?
Yes, clearly.
Yeah.
So,
Hi, Vignesh. First of all, thank you so much for this insightful session. Really informative, and I think metaverse is going to be the future in the near world. The technology is evolving, and as you know, a lot of companies are shifting towards focusing on AI, chat GPTs, and metaverse is also going to be there, not into the personal, but also in the official use, where organizations will really start using metaverse into their different domains, maybe say HR, marketing, to have a like you can say a live experience that they want to see. So one of the examples which was mentioned earlier is like, you want to have a look at, how your college will look like or how your new office will look like. So it gives you like, a 3D demo of the same, or it actually gives you that you're actually into that premises. So definitely metaverse is the future in the coming line, but definitely, as you mentioned, it comes with pros and cons. So now, what I take away is like if you look at some of the pros for metaverse, so like you can also imagine certain kind of impossible experiences that you have never imagined. So metaverse will help you to create that space, that environment where really you can imagine certain kind of impossible experiences. It will also give you equal access to the virtual experiences in the near future, and your social connections and lifelike interactions will become more easier, even if you're sitting at the place. Okay, why not? Metaverse will help you as if you're sitting all together into the restaurant actually and chit chatting about it. So um, definitely, metaverse is going to be the future near time. And thank you so much, Vignesh, for this wonderful insight.
It's my pleasure, Nansu. Actually, like it's seriously my pleasure because I always heads up towards the way where I what I can bring back to the community. So I have also did like school, college, and everything. If I can sparkle someone's mind, then that would be the great thing that I can do. So it's completely my pleasure.
Absolutely, Vignesh. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Pinanshu. And as we wrap up today's episode, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our incredible panelists and Mr. Pinanshu for their invaluable contributions. Your insights have truly enriched our understanding of the metaverse. Before we conclude, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Shri Sunil Rane Sir, Executive President, Atharva Group of Institutes, and MLA Borivali, Mumbai. Your unwavering support and encouragement have been instrumental in driving our initiatives at Atharva Institute of Management Studies. Also, I want to extend my sincere thanks to Dr. D. Henry Sir, the Director, AIMS Mumbai, and Dr. Shubhi Agarwal Ma'am, Head Research and Development Cell, IQAC and Systems Department of AIMS Mumbai, for entrusting me with the honor of hosting this remarkable episode. Their continuous support and encouragement have been invaluable. Last but not the least, a big thank you to our audience for joining us today. Keep exploring, learning, and staying curious about the vast world of technology. Until next time, this is Nisha Pareek signing off. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you all.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Nisha. Thank you, Vignesh. Thank you, Pinanshu, for joining the
Thank you.
session.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.